In the world of Hollywood, certain moments leave such a powerful impression that they seem to ripple beyond the screen. Brooke Shields is one of those iconic figures whose presence defined an era. With her piercing blue eyes, effortless charisma, and undeniable talent, Brooke didn't just captivate audiences, she sparked debates, rewrote beauty standards, and left an impact that some claim even extended to environmental awareness. Yes, believe it or not, there's an intriguing idea out there that Brooke Shields may have caused global warming. And while that's a pretty bold claim, it all ties back to a few unforgettable scenes that set the world on fire, metaphorically speaking, of course. To understand why Brooke's name is linked to such a phenomenon, let's rewind to the late 1970s and early 1980s. Brooke was just a teenager when she skyrocketed to fame, thanks to her roles in films like Pretty Baby and The Blue Lagoon. These weren't your average coming-of-age stories. They were bold, controversial, and pushed boundaries in ways that left audiences speechless. In The Blue Lagoon, for example, Brooke's portrayal of a young girl stranded on a tropical island with her co-star, Christopher Atkins, created an unforgettable blend of innocence and sensuality. The sun-drenched beaches, the shimmering ocean, and, of course, breathtaking presence were a visual feast that set hearts racing. It wasn't just about her beauty. It was the way she seemed to embody a kind of untamed, natural allure that felt both otherworldly and relatable. But this wasn't just about moviegoers admiring a stunning actress. Brooke's performances and the way she was presented on screen tapped into something deeper, an obsession with unattainable perfection. Suddenly, tropical beaches, golden tans, and windswept hair weren't just desirable, they became symbols of an aspirational lifestyle. And that's where things take an unexpected turn. As magazines' advertisements and TV shows rushed to emulate that look, the obsession with sun-kissed beauty began to fuel the booming tourism industry. People were packing their bags, booking flights, and heading to tropical destinations in droves, chasing that idyllic vision Brooke had so effortlessly embodied. But here's the thing, tourism on that scale has a significant environmental cost. Increased flights mean higher carbon emissions, bustling tourist hotspots strain local ecosystems, and fragile environments often bear the brunt of this global fascination. Brooke wasn't directly responsible for any of this, of course. She was just doing her job acting, modeling, and being the face of a generation. But her influence was undeniable. Her scenes weren't just memorable, they were transformative. They set trends, shifted mindsets, and, some argue, contributed to the cultural wave that prioritized beauty and leisure over sustainability. One fascinating example of Brooke's far-reaching impact is the rise of tanning culture in the 1980s. Before Brooke's era, a golden tan was seen as a side effect of outdoor labor, not a fashion statement. But after her films, tanning became synonymous with glamour and sophistication. People flocked to beaches, tanning salons, and even invested in home tanning products to achieve that sun-kissed glow. And while it may seem like a harmless trend, the truth is that the environmental costs of chasing endless summers are anything but negligible. From energy-consuming tanning beds to the harmful chemicals found in many sunscreens, the ripple effect of this cultural shift was far from small. It's almost ironic when you think about it. Brooke's natural beauty, her effortless charm, was something she was born with. But for millions, recreating that look became an obsession that required resources, travel, and, ultimately, a toll on the environment. This isn't to blame Brooke herself. She was a product of her time, a star shining brightly in an industry that thrives on trends and larger-than-life fantasies. Yet it's hard to ignore how much influence one person can have, especially when they represent something so universally admired. As the years went by, Brooke Shields didn't just remain a cultural icon, she reinvented herself. From her candid discussions about her personal struggles to her unwavering advocacy for mental health awareness, Brooke has proven time and time again that she's much more than a pretty face. She's a trailblazer, a survivor, and someone who continues to inspire millions around the world. And perhaps that's the most important takeaway from her story. While she may have sparked trends that impacted the planet in unexpected ways, she's also shown that influence can be used for good, to raise awareness and create meaningful change. So, what do you think about Brooke Shields and her legacy? Were those iconic scenes simply a reflection of their time, or did they truly shape our world in ways we're still reckoning with today? If anything, Brooke's story reminds us of the incredible power of pop culture and how it can leave an imprint far beyond the screen. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more thought-provoking stories, make sure to hit the subscribe button and leave your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you won't miss our next video. Thanks for watching.